right. I have no idea how long I was not online. I was just talking a lot. About Batman and a Batman game. And when I just looked down and noticed that it said, hey, would you like to go live? It's like, well, how long have I not been live for? I have zero idea. What happened? Or why? Am I live again? I think so. Like, how long was I talking to nobody? I must have hit the end stream button by mistake because there's no notifications anywhere on the screen. I think I must have ended it myself, right? I'm just very curious now as to when it stops. Oh, I was not live for a while. So I got this thing almost all colors. Oh, man. Anyway, I think I'm live again. Oh, man. Seriously, I was saying so many words, talking about so many things. I mean, it had to be like well over a solid, I don't know, how long was it? Yeah. 8 minutes or more of just talking to myself. "10 minutes? Yeah, that feels about right. Scarlet Solace is back. Anyway, I was just going on and on about how I picked up the Batman games for the Switch. They definitely don't play half as well as the Windows again. There we go. As on the PlayStation or wherever. But it just blew my mind that the first bit of the Arkham Knight game, I'm going to keep calling it that, I'm pretty sure that's what it is like, whatever, Scarecrow is fear toxining, like, you know, the city, or at least this restaurant. And this cop was like, oh, and I was like, I had a gun and stuff. I don't know what I could have done in that thing, but I just sat there. I'm like, I'm not going to fight these people. I know it's a fear toxin thing. Either Batman's going to come in or I'm going to start playing as Batman. When do you get to be Batman in this Batman game? And then that, you know, cuts to like whatever cinematics and whatnot. And we get to a scene of the Joker's face in like a crematorium, in a cremation thing. And I'm just sitting there like, what am I supposed to do? When is this game gonna start? Am I crazy? And I'm just like, I feel like I'm just waiting for... I'm waiting for some cremation animation to happen. I'm like, they're not gonna do that though, right? Like, I realize this isn't originally a Nintendo Switch game. But I'm just like waiting. Nothing's really happening. Then I finally do start moving the sticks, and then a little bit of fire pops up over here. A little bit of fire pops up over there around the Joker's head, and I'm just like, did that happen because I pressed the buttons? Or did it just so happen the cinematic has started up again at the same time that I happened to press buttons, but then I wasn't pressing buttons? And I'm just like, oh, for real? I was like, you want me to press and hold the buttons until the Joker is just burned? Is that what I'm doing here? Is like, do I actually have to hold down buttons until a corpse is charred? And it was, and it was just like, I'd press it a little bit, and I was like, I don't like this, I don't want to do this. It's like the game hasn't started yet, and it's just like, hey, before you start playing Batman, could you just do a quick cremation? Like, don't make me do this. And just felt like just a horrible person where I'm just like, I am legitimately just sitting here, holding down this button while this character is obliterated from existence. And it's a Batman game. It's a Batman game. And then played it for a little bit. And I'm like, do I vaguely remember everybody saying this game is terrible? Because I think this game is terrible. You know, basically the same mechanic as the other games, which is fun. Just, you know, being Batman, running around, gliding around the city. But then it was like, hey, now get in the Batmobile. Wouldn't that be cool? Lucius Fox here gave you a Batmobile tank. And I'm just like, you know what's not cool? Doing anything in this Batmobile. Like, the city is so jam-packed that it's the worst driving game of any kind. Like, just the worst driving controls. And then it is just like, all right, just drive around blowing up these other tanks with your tank. And no, I'm just gonna leave the Batmobile here. I'm gonna climb on buildings and run around. And then I just eventually, turned that off. And was like, well, it came with 3 games, so I'm just going to jump back and play Arkham City, because I know that I love that game. And that's that story. Not interesting. It's not interesting, I know that. But mostly I'm just wanting to talk about the fact that, hey, I had to cremate the Joker in the Batman game, and I think it broke my brain for a day or two. Cheesy! I tried to draw something once and it didn't go well. I'll never do it again. Drawing can go to hell. I don't need no pencils. I don't need no pens. I'm not gonna draw a picture for your friends. I've got better things that I wanna do. I'm the Sheezy and you are you. It's perfectly okay to not want to ever draw again. I feel like that at least twice a week. not only... Spent too much time on this one. I always spend too much time on the first emote of the day. "10 minutes, Voxney! 10 minutes! Into the void." Although, like I said, I'm pretty sure, I think it was me clicking back and forth to reference the picture of your cat. I should have just dragged it in. I should have just dragged it in here and looked at it. Oh, and Sean over in TikTok says, "What's up, man? Thanks for approving me. Everyone download Streamlabs," which is great. That's great to hear. I didn't approve you. I don't even think Streamlabs approve you. That's getting a TikTok approval is all about TikTok. We do not control the vertical or the horizontal on that. Another reference that's super old of a show that is to be told. I got nothing. All right. 4. All right. Anyway, that's Voxney's cat for now. I'm gonna go back to the list. Back to the list. Oh, Cloudy! It's an emote! Oh, your name is Kevin? Alright, we gotta do this. Copy. But I'm not doing... Cloudy CB is me as Rambo against a lot of people! I'm not drawing a lot of... I've got an idea. We'll silhouette it. Because again, it's an emote. It's just a tiny, itty bitty living space. Copy a link. Copy a link and think. I mean, you say you as Rambo, but... From the picture that I'm seeing, are you not already Rambo? How do I draw somebody that looks like Rambo to make them look like Rambo? Alright, you're gonna let me import? You're not gonna let me import. There was a time when dragging and dropping was fine. The beat to this song is... not conducive to my nonsensical, poorly executed writing. There's a very super close-up. Okay, time's at 3:20. The time is wasting away. All right, dare I? Let me Google Rambo real quick. Image search. All right, leave that up there. That should be a good reference. I'll leave that chat open. All right, all right. All right. sketching blue. I am so thirsty. Don't forget to drink water. Why don't you say things while I'm busy drinking? Why don't you ever help at all? You just float there, offering nothing, and just making me feel like I'm not working hard enough, fast enough. If I was to speak while you were drinking, I mean, it could be fun. We could give it a try. But I'm pretty sure you'll end up spitting water all over your keyboard and tablet, and, you know, that will be the end of the stream, or at least a mess that you will have to clean, Sarah. I'm not Sarah. Don't lazy puppers me. Circle. I really hate drawing headphones. So much of my life is drawing headphones on people. Alright, keep it cartoony. Keep it cartoony. Stop trying to draw. Excuse me. Catu salut. Bonjour, and how are you? Ça va bien. Ça va bien. I've lost my reference image. There it is. Disappear. Maybe I will. Oops. Thank you, Sergey, NDJ. I don't know what that means. Hopefully it's not offensive. How do I fit everything into this little square? All the people that are attacking in the background. Alright, let's see if I can do a clean version of this. Doesn't look like garbage. Every once in a while. Lines just start snapping to the grid in places where I don't want them to, and somehow it just makes it impossible to draw things. Yeah, I hear them. That piece of music ended abruptly. do so many things at the same time? I'm still gonna listen to the stream, but doing grocery shopping and eating and fooling around with stuff that I need to get ready for homeschooling. And in the ongoing news that is, hey, let me complain about the people in my building. The people that I see when I want to go to the street. But I have to meet the people in my building. So, this is a little while ago now. But, I'm still angry about it. That's what I do, is just angry about things. But the super of my building, 90% of the things in my building stories are usually to do with the super. But he was excited-ish. He was like, hey, are the parking spots? Like the parking spots of the building? I'm gonna have lines painted. We're gonna have actual lines painted on the parking lot. I'm like, oh, that's great. That sounds awesome. I don't really care, but yeah. It'll spruce it up, I guess. It doesn't matter, really. But, alright, just gonna basically make up a gun here. I'm not a gun person. I don't know guns. But anyway, that's not the irritating part, obviously. He was like, yeah, So, I mean, he said, like, yeah, like, the guy's coming, like, tomorrow. Like, the guy's coming, paint lines wide, will this never end? There we go. I was just like, oh, cool. So I assume, like, all right, I'll have to make sure to be awake or available to go move my car for when they... I hear a thunderstorm rolling in. Why is there always thunderstorms rolling in? So anyway, yeah, that wasn't the end of his thing. It was just like, so anyway, the guy is coming to paint lines for the parking spaces tomorrow. That didn't happen. That was weeks and weeks ago now. And, but he was like, but when they do, I'm going to have everybody, I'm going to tell people they have to start backing their cars into their parking spaces. And, you know, I'm not one to start a fight with people, especially over things that don't matter, that they also can't and won't police, and if they do, I'll just be like, cool, let's all go to court then. Let's all go to court. I am going to, he said, get everyone to start backing into their parking spaces. Because... it's just easier and better. And I spent the rest of the day, nay weekend, screaming in my own head, of just like, better how? Easier how? Better for who? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm not a volunteer fireman. If anything, my car very rarely moves. I'm usually in this room or that room or the next room over, which is the bedroom, or sometimes I'm at the end of the hall at the kitchen or the bathroom. But mostly I'm in this room. There's no need for me to hurriedly get in or out of my parking spot. The other issue is it is not faster to pull out of my parking spot, or at least mine anyway, straight on. It is 1,000 times easier to back out into the space where there's space and then drive forward out of the driveway. To back in, it takes 1,000 times longer because there isn't actually that much room to get in. I gotta like weave my way around the building itself that's right in the corner, and then there's a fence. And then like, I get it, you know, in a hurry, depending, it's like if you drove straight out of your driveway, then yeah, sure. But backing into a parking space in a parking lot is a giant waste of everybody's time, always. And that is the hill that I will die on. I get it. If it's easier and better for you, then yeah, go for it. Do that thing. But there is no way that me backing my car into my parking spot makes it easier for anybody else to get in and out of their parking spot. And he did the thing that the other reason it irritates me so bad, is literally like the day before I was on my way in or out of the building, and he mentioned something basically like, oh, like this, the landlord is making me do this or that or such and such, whatever. You know, because of the reason it being like, well, I do this, so then you should do this. And I specifically said to him, like, that irritates me when people are just like, well, you should do this thing because I do this thing, even though we live completely different lives and it doesn't matter. And my example was when I had a hernia, and somebody was like, oh, well, I carry all kinds of stuff all the time, and I didn't get a hernia, so what's your problem, basically? It's just like, my problem is I'm trying not to punch you in the face and scream at you right now, because I do have a hernia, and it is from carrying things, and yes, I was born with mine, and I didn't know until I, burst open, whatever. etc. The point is, just because you don't get a hernia from carrying things doesn't mean that everybody else isn't going to get a hernia from carrying things. So, you know, I told him that thing. He was on my side. Like, yeah, we're all different. We don't do the same things. Who are people to judge us? And I'm like, there we go. And then the next day, hey, by the way, it's actually easier. Like, I've got a truck and a car, and I back those both in, and I do a real good job at it. So what? So everybody else can, like, yeah, I draw pictures good all the time. Can you do that? No, you can't. No, you can't. How do I know? Because he paid somebody to draw a stick man for him. And, I hate people sometimes. But anyway, I just can't wrap my head around the idea of, no, this is just better for everybody if everybody backs into their parking spaces, and none of that makes any sense at all. TTK! And I don't know how to say your name at all. I can't read that. But thanks for the roses and the heart, I guess. I don't know what those mean. You're wonderful. Thank you. They're delightful emojis. Especially. Are you still really going on about this? I mean, you know, I think you've made your point. It's perfectly fine to move on. You're right. But, you know, again, the deep-seated irritation that goes beyond the immediate thing is, you know, being an older person than I am who's lived a good chunk of life and has spent a childhood, especially. This is the worst gun ever. Where so much of life was, well, this is how we do this here, so you just do this. Like, well, what if, do as we say, not as we do, just do what you're told, it's not up to you. Like, yeah, but, well, when you're older, you can make decisions about things. And then now I'm older, and it's just like, no. There's always somebody else that's just like, actually, it should be done this way, and these are how things happen, and etc. And it's just like, all right, well, when do I? It's like, oh, by not associating with humans is the way to get around that. When you come across people that are like, let me just tell you how to live your life, you gotta get away from those people, because that's just what they're gonna do all the time. And of course, Facebook and Twitter have become the apps for that. Hey guys, I did something in the world today. Look what I did. I painted a fence. I'm just posting a picture of the fence I painted to make me feel like I did something in the world. Having a great time. Painted a fence. Here's a picture of the fence that I painted. Instagrammed it. Tweeted it. Whatever. And then, you know, if you have people that give comments and whatnot, I don't know what that's like. But for most people, if they post something, 1,000, like, just strangers or people that they know, like, actually, what kind of paint did you use? You should have used this kind of paint. You should have went to this store. You should have did the things the way I do things. Like, in my country, actually, we do it like this. Well, in my country, we do it like this. And then I did this. Hey, guys, I hate all of you, and I want you to poop in your pants. Like, why did you even show it? It's just like, that's what we do. We got opinions. We just say them. They don't need to be. Most of the time, they're just thoughts that we're having. Everything isn't worth grabbing. I don't know. I got nothing. It's a weird, made-up gun. It's just here for some emote fun. I'll do my best to make it look like something that should be. I don't know. Put to the test. Almost 4 o'clock. That is quite a shock. I need to get this done real quick so I can do another one. If I only do 2 emotes, that will make me feel super sick. I don't like how any of this looks. The only problem with the frantically draw stuff on stream game is normally I'd get this far into certain drawings and I'd be like, this is stupid, I'm starting over. But in this game, I just keep going. Just a small pume. That is not.
Let me show you something.
Why didn't you listen to me?
Pew pew. Things are cut off by the edge. Anyway, let's get back to this face. See if I can make this look right. Stand in lines, because drawing is hard sometimes. just a a little better. Simba McKay? Well, he disappeared for 10 minutes, Derpitator. I didn't notice. I think I hit the end stream button by mistake. Tiny raids, little raids, with Jay Noel and Simba McKay, drawing away. What you drawing on this Friday? Is it an animal or a truck? Procreate! Some playing cards. Now, are you drawing a set of playing cards, like the kings and queens in the back and the front and what have you? You're designing a deck of cards? or just an actual drawing of a deck of cards. Go with that. Ricardo El Mas Problu. No, Prob. Feel like I could read that before I started saying it out loud, and now I can't. Ricardo El Mas Problu. Prodelmundo? Prodelmundo. Mas Prodelmundo. Ricardo it is. I'm just going to say Ricardo. I can't put that together. It's almost 4 in the afternoon. Running out of time to draw this tune. Gotta do my best. Don't waste my time on dumb songs. Just draw this thing, don't make it wrong. Don't take too long. No time to make a song. I'm gone. See how this turns out. Have a good day, Simba. Simba. Renegade King with a question. How does it feel to be the streamer streaming for Streamlabs? Is it your dream? Are you a dreamer? To be a streamer. It's pretty fun. It feels fun. There are several other people that stream for Streamlabs. Like actual streamers, like when Nubbins Incorporated streams. He knows what he's doing. He does TikToks and and all kinds of streaming and whatnot. I just draw pictures. I'm just at work. Call me Sim. I want to start getting paid for streaming. That is the dream. That is the dream. Renegade King? Streamlabs just sent me a shirt and a glass cup. I think they're sending another hoodie hooded up as well. Pretty cool of them. That is. Every once in a while, we'll have some sort of thing that we've made or somebody's made. Oh, there it is. Found it. And I'll get a shirt or something in the mail, some buttons or pins. I'll get a bunch of stickers. What is going on? Oh, I added a camera layer. Excuse me. And occasionally, we'll see those things where it's just like, hey, we're sending stuff out to people and whatnot. Oh, Sim, you just got here. Yeah, so most Fridays, I try to take over the channel. And if you go to the Streamlabs Twitter, Streamlabs X account, or !giveaway in the Twitch chat. But if you go to the post that says it's Friday Art Stream Giveaway, and it's me pointing at Kevin, and underneath that post, if you suggest a thing that you would like, that you would dream and hope for, as a custom emote of your own, suggest it there. And then throughout Friday afternoons, I try to do a handful. I say a handful. It's usually somewhere between 2 and 4. I've done 2 today. I might make it to 3. I don't know. Oh my god. Who would be calling me now? Go away. No caller ID. Go away. Oh, what made you decide on a red headband when the pick is purple? Because this guy asked to be drawn as Rambo. And although Rambo often has a black bandana, he's most notorious for the red one. You can put your ID in the chat, but it will never get done. No offense. Mostly just like the chat just, goes by relatively quickly. And, with X, Twitter, basically we have a place to be able to send it to you. And basically, I don't know, just easier. Why are none of my lines connected, even though it's connected? I can see it's connected. So angry all the time. Hulk smash. Gets lost in the darkness here. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. couple little shines to redefine some shape in the hair. Unnecessary. Let's leave that the way it is. Alright, I still think this one could be better. Maybe, if I have some time, I'll mess around with it some more before I send it away. Oh, little red line in there, I see you. There we go. But anyway, we got a Cheshire-ish cat. We got a Rambo. Let's see what else is on the list that I can possibly draw in 40 minutes. Only Vanta. I'm drawing with Adobe Animate. I don't know why I thought that was maybe gonna rhyme. Clearly didn't. Alright, I'm gonna go with this. Once again, just because I think I can draw this in a few minutes without getting too crazy. But I say that all the time, and then things take the actual amount of time they take, not the imaginary 10 minutes that I imagine in my head. It's all imaginary. I mean, I'm not really teaching Mr. Swing that stick, but I'm just drawing emotes. Education-wise, basically, if you're going to make an emote, draw it in a square. That's about it. Whatever program you prefer to draw in. Oh, no. That little dot was on my screen and not in the drawing area. Anyway, this one says, for the probably last quick drawing of the day, Tater Gaming 626. Excuse me. Can you draw a kawaii vampire potato? I gotta look up what kawaii means. And then do whatever I feel like. Oh, quick as always, always, always. In quotation marks. All right, a lot of different things come up for kawaii, but I think the basic idea is like a Hammy the Hamster type of deal, or whatever that Hamtaro. I think Hamtaro is what I'm thinking of. I could be wrong, but yeah, something super cute. Oh, cutie derpy cute. So anyway, the how-to in it means cute. Oh, I'm going to believe you. You already released it? This is the one with the music video and all the stuff? Oh my god. Hey, fun fact. I'm not good with lightning and thunder. I'm not good with it at all. Especially this room right here, although there's a bit of an apartment above me, it goes into a spire at the top, like a little lightning rod begging to be hit with lightning. So usually when lightning starts, I unplug most things and, just curl up and feel, prepare to die, basically. I prepare to die. I know I'm not going to, but I do know that when I was a kid, just across the water, not too far. Thanks for looking where I'm pointing, Kevin. The old wives' tale used to be like, don't touch the phone when there's a thunderstorm. You will definitely get electrocuted. You're gonna get electrocuted. Why am I drawing this shape instead of a potato? And then we're like, forever people just say, like, that doesn't happen. It doesn't really happen. You can get a shower. You're not going to get electrocuted. You can use the phone. You're not going to get electrocuted. And then every time, when somebody would call on the phone, I'd be like, what are you doing? Is it an emergency? Is everything fine? Okay. And then get off the phone. Like, you're going to be fine. Like, no. And now, nobody cares. Like, there is zero lightning and thunder fear in the world anymore. But I distinctly remember, because it was like, down by my aunt's house, and there was like the water, and then just across the water, the rest of the houses on the other side. And it was, hey, old so-and-so that lives right over there. That house right there, directly across the water. Lightning hit the pole, and it went through. They survived, I believe. They didn't die, but they still, the phone line, or the phone was, shot off the wall. Phones used to be on the wall. And I was like, oh, okay then. This doesn't seem like a lie for once from the adults, so, I'm just gonna believe it and be like this forever? And sometimes I'm fully fine with it. I'm like, yep, it's a storm. I'll walk in the rain and it's lightning and whatever, but... it very easily just seeps in my head that, oh, by the way, you think you're gonna go your whole life without getting hit by lightning? You foolish mortal. Vampire cape. Nope. Little potato divots, but those just look like bum holes. Now up to go cleaning the stream. Wait, what? Now up to go clean. Keeping the stream up, though. Not cleaning up the stream. Reading is easy. Gotta clean new kitty's litter box, 'cause kitty box smell like poo and pee-pee rocks. Blah. Alright, 426. Alright, that's pretty quick. I mean, it usually takes very little time to do a rough drawing. Excuse me. Hector! Is that what that says? Hector Yariel? Yariel? Or Hectory? Hectory Ariel? Or Heck? Or Yariel? And those are all the different ways to read that word or name. No, I'm not in the right window. That explains how I shut off the stream earlier. Hey, here's, oh my god, the number says 1,200. So if there is 1,200 people watching right now, and or, you know, Voxney is my lifeline to, you know, actual society. My chair just too high. There we go. But here's a question about the streaming world that I have. Perhaps, I keep thinking of Lazy Pupper's real name, and I couldn't think of Lazy Pupper. If Lazy Pupper is still floating around and knows the answer, but I feel like nobody would want to answer this question because it's a dumb, insane question. But I've seen, and I know this isn't a streamer thing, but specifically, I've seen more than one streamer, and I mean, like I said, I don't watch streams, but I still see because I have to, you know, I do work for Streamlabs. So my algorithm is very often, here's the streamer news for all of the top streamers in the world and what have you. And more than a few times, so if you're like, oh, I know exactly who you're talking about, you're probably right, but I'm referencing several people. But at least a few different streamers I've seen. And again, these are people with hundreds of thousands of viewers. While the other person isn't there who they were talking to, whether they're a celebrity or not, or for whatever reason, usually a celebrity.
Hear that music?
Oh, I don't like this. Reply to that, probably. Oh, okay. Technically unimportant messages. Okay, so yeah, more than one prominent streamer. Like this is some people who are doing good, people who are rich, and as far as I'm concerned, they're not good at being rich. But when the person that they're streaming with leaves, or if they were just a wildly huge celebrity, to that person anyway, in some cases, and then they smell, they get their nose right into the chair, to the seat area where that person was sitting, and then like smell it, and then they smell it, and like I said, this is more than one person. This is more than two different people. I know, it's weird, Kevin. I know. You're right to look at me like that. But I don't understand. For the life of me, I just can't process. What are they smelling? What are they smelling for? If you're gonna go on the, I just shouldn't talk about this at all. This is an insane thing to bring up, obviously, but if your reasoning to me is, actually, Curtis, some dudes are just gross, so, when a lady leaves the room, they just want to smell anything that lady has touched. And I'm like, okay-ish? But in this case, it was like, I've seen other ones where it's just like, why did you smell that person? Like, that wasn't somebody they're like, oh, they're hot and I'd love to get... That was just like, that was just a famous person to you, and you smelled their chair. Like, but even still, like, honestly, if that's your thing that you do, that has to be, you have to, right? Like, understand, correct me if I'm wrong, that you don't do that thing when 100,000 people are watching, when 1 million people are watching, when 50,000 people are watching, when 37 people are watching, when 4 people are watching. I'll give you 2, all right? You got 2 people watching, fine. Then show them that that's the thing that you do. But it absolutely has to be your secret shame, right? That's not your like, hey guys, hey everybody, hey chat, hey fam. Anyway, just smelling that person's chair. Like, I've liked people. I've loved people. I've, been infatuated and obsessed with people. Whether it be celebrity, worship, or just like, oh, this is my partner and I love them forever, etc. type of thing. Never has it ever crossed my mind. Making myself angry. But never crossed my mind to smell the seat that they were sitting in not but 30 seconds ago. And I just don't know. It's just one of those things. That you see. And you know what? You know what my actual issue is with it? My actual issue, I think. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, this is going to get bad before it gets worse. I predict. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I just... You know what? No, I got nothing. I think I had something and then it went away, and it's just my brain is just screaming, no. It just doesn't make any sense. There's no rationale for this. There's no rationale. But it's just one of those things where it's just like, who do you ask? Who do you ask to get a cromulent answer about a question that is just like, hey, I saw this person on the internet. This isn't their shtick. This isn't a bit. It wasn't to be funny. It was just, well, this is my only chance to sniff the chair that person was just sitting in. Therefore, I must, like... But I don't know. I guess it's that same thing where, you know, the TikTok, IRL live streaming world, etc., is just filled with people that are just like, hey, there's a crime I could commit right here that will be hilarious. I'm just gonna go in and, you know, not accidentally, purposely almost set this restaurant on fire by throwing some ice into the deep fryer or whatever. Like, there's just so many of these things that I'm like, in those cases, I at least get that you're being a menace for views. And it's just like you're risking going to jail and whatever. But in these cases, I'm just like, well, you're pretty popular and whatnot. Like, how is it that a person, you know, does this, and then I only see it in clip form? So it's like, well, it's being clipped and it's being put out there as like, did you see what this person did? Why are they doing this? And that, but I never see the follow-up of that other person whose chair was sniffed being like, oh, what? Oh, we're not friends anymore, by the way. Why? What? Like, I feel like it requires admitting things. I don't know. But like I said, these are wildly successful people. And by successful, I mean, you know, super rich. And it just boggles my mind. It just breaks my brain. And then, you know, hours, days, weeks later, however, you know, you see other instances and it fills your brain. And then some, you know, there's a camera and a fancy microphone in front of you, and you're at work, you're at your day job, and you definitely shouldn't be like, hey, by the way, guys, what's the deal with chair sniffing? This is not the place. I'm definitely not going to chime in. Just want to remind you, if you sleep for too long, I will consider you dead, and I will eat your eyeballs. Just chime it in. Just a quick chime in. If that's, you know, is that okay? Yeah, that's okay. Nobody, I control the vertical and the horizontal.
I dare you to take my eyes, cat. You cannot, and you never will, because there's nothing in here. It's just holes and glows. It's just a glowing hole of glowing redness, depending on, you know, the artist or the creator. But this particular action figure is just, you know, a dark... Anyway, I'm just saying, stay away from my face, cat.
Why is everyone chiming in? Everybody shut up. Everybody just be quiet. We're drawing a potato for the derpy potato. For the love of fun. For the love of fun indeed, Kevin. For the love of fun indeed. Let's finish this. Can't think of the... I feel like it's an Aliens reference. It's in my head. No, Star Wars. Right? You don't know what I'm thinking of, but... Nope, can't figure it out. Can't put the words together in my head. Several hours later, you better believe it'll pop into my head. Alright, that's what I was gonna do. Let's change the line color. Potato, just a potato, you know. That's not the color. Anyway, that was just, again, putting one of those things that was like, am I just too old? Am I just one of those old men that are just like, hey, old timer, you just don't get it. We sniff chairs now. Stormtroopers, they fly now. And chairs, we sniff them now. Welcome to 2024, Grandpa. Get with the times. If you're not using AI to sniff chairs, then you're going to get left behind. I said copy, paste. There we go. And, in that case, I'm fine. I'm fine in both cases, actually. For chair sniffing and AI, I'm more than proud to be left behind in both instances. Done. I might finish this off early. That chubby little dog is adorable. Every time that little dog does its little dance, it's definitely a reason to be happy and enjoy the world. It'll be a black cape with a red lining. It's the only way. Happy birthday, Angel, to Angel's birthday. It's your TikTok birthday, so the chat is saying, have a great birthday, Angel. Just wash your cheeks before you leave, Angel. I had, speaking of that Angel song, not the original, but the Shaggy remix, I believe. It was Shaggy. Like every day. Or it was, well, I worked nights. So I would get home at like 2 o'clock in the morning. usually like watch TV for like a little bit, and then go to sleep and get up still relatively early or in the middle of the day, and go to work at 5. But I want to say for like several months, like at least a month or two straight, like every day during the week, I have to assume that the guy downstairs below me had a timer that was set to play a specific song on, a clock radio or a stereo that, you can set as a timer and it will play a specific track instead of just playing the radio or whatever. And yes, I realize it's insane that I'm explaining that because, everything's an alarm clock now. You can play whatever you want. But back in the day, you were basically relegated to it's going to play the radio or it's going to play rant, 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 or crazy static. Like, those are your options. But I knew a few people that were like, oh no, I have this stereo. I can set the alarm and I can set it to play whatever track I wanted to, or at least have it play a CD instead of the radio. And anyway, I assume that's what was happening because how dare you draw on PC? I'm on a Mac. I'm on a Mac AS308. Drawing on a PC is unbelievably verboten. I hate it. Everything I do is to avoid using a PC or a whatever the other word. All computers are PCs because they're personal computers, but you know what I mean. Avoiding using the John Hodgman versus the I can't remember his name. Jay Baruchel stuck in my head instead, but it's not Jay Baruchel. It's that guy who's kind of Jay Baruchel-ish. But the Mac and PC commercials. I saw a mouse. I'm using a pen and a drawing tablet. There's a mouse right here. Wah! But I'm still using a Mac mouse. I don't even use fancy gaming mice. I'm that guy. Or did you see a mouse climbing over my chair? Because I did see something earlier and I was like, was that the wind just blowing my post-it notes and making a shadow? Or is there a mouse skulking around on my desk? Because now now I'm thinking there's an actual mouse creeping around. Oh, and also there's thunder and lightning. This is like all the things that set my head to fear mode. I filled this in. Undo. There we go. Let's you. Select these. No, don't delete. Select. Oh yeah, anyway, so every single day at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, as near as I could tell, this guy's alarm would go off and it would play that song and only that song, that Shaggy, Shorty, you're my angel, you're my darling angel. Something else, the words are different, angel. And it was just so burned into my head for so long because it would just play again and again because he wasn't home anymore. The alarm was just set and he was gone for the day and I should be gone for the day, but I work nights, so I'm home for the day, losing my mind. Yeah, that's why I don't want to go anywhere AS308 There are rat-sized spiders here in the UK. Like, I already get super nervous around the animals and insects that are around here. They're already too big and scary. Oh yeah. Command TCF. Hello. A little pickaxe and then you go. One of my neighbors went away for the weekend and left a Counting Crows album on repeat. It was awful, and I know all the songs forever. Oh man. I'm trying to think in my head now, which one is the Counting Crows? I think I'm thinking of Hootie and the Blowfish instead of Counting Crows, but I'm not sure. Is Mr. Jones and me hanging out on DVDs? Oh yeah, there we go. That's the only one that I think I know. Mr. Jones and me. He owes me $30. I really don't understand how people can be, I'm just going to crank my music, and it's my music, it's my business, so you deal with it. I don't know how people cannot understand how frustrating that is for other people. I mean, I know that they can because it's like, well, now it's my turn. I grew up in a house where I had to listen to my dad's music all the time. Now I have my only place. Now everybody around me has to listen to my music. It's just like, guys, everything doesn't have to be a fight. Sharing exists. Campanaro, whoa, whoa. Campanaro, whoa, whoa. Campanaro 1, not today. Campanaro 2, what do you say? Campanaro 3, get away from me. Campanaro 4, get out that door. Campanaro 5, are you still alive? Campanaro 6, go away, you're sick. Campanaro 7 and Campanaro 8, go away, you're not great. But Campanaro 9, you're the one that's fine. Hanging out in chat, everything will be sublime. Campanaro. So I went to get my mail and there was a phone book. What? What? We don't do that anymore. We definitely don't do that anymore. Like, the last 2 phone books that I got, I was just like, are we for real? None of this information is up to date or pertinent anymore. This is bananas. And that was like 4 years ago. Hey, I need a phone number. Oh, well, let me just go check the phone book. Flip, 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 flip. These are the pages of people, and these are the corporation pages. Welcome to the world of telephone bookery, child. get a belt. How do you even know about prank calls these days? Like, I mean, you know, Star 69 and whatnot, like that, we were on the precipice of that. And it was like, you can't just go making prank calls. Somebody's going to show up at your house and beat you. The cables, oh my god, it took me a second to realize what we were still talking about. Oh man. So I think, thankfully I lived my life like a candle in the wind. My parents were definitely, we never got to, this is the thing I'm gonna beat you with, like that never happened. You know, my dad was very much, if anybody ever comes near, like touching you, you tell me, and I will jerk the lungs out of them. And then me and my cousin would spend just forever trying to figure out, like, hey, what do you think he means by that? And I'm like, what do you mean, what does he mean by that? Like, how do you think he would actually do it? I was like, well, I just don't think he would actually do it, but he's like, is it he goes in through the chest, Kali Ma style, and pulls out their lungs? Or does he go in through their mouth and just pull everything out? And it was just, you know, a real disturbing conversation that you have as a small child with your older cousin. Like, definitely lived in fear of it. You know, the belts and cables and whatnot, extension cords. Definitely a real solid threat. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Maddie, 2490. There was always those things where it was just like, just the fear of what's possible was much worse than ever getting physically punished. But again, I was always like, I was the opposite end of just like, everybody please don't run into the street. Everybody just be safe. Why are we all just being safe and good? There's rules clearly posted on the wall. Let's just follow the rules, guys. Oh my god. We're constantly being watched by a magical wizard from the sky, and plus there's police and there's adults everywhere. We just everybody should be safe. We're gonna get murdered by everybody. So, you know, I was already in that state for my whole life, so punishment-wise, you know, literally once I didn't come home because when I was being yelled to come home, and I was literally like just up the street a little ways at my friend's house, just sledding in his front yard. His parents are there, everything's fine. But, you know, it was the days of just like, hey, get home! And then it's just like, well, I didn't hear you while I was down the street. Like, you guys, I'm in trouble? What if I was dead in a snowbank? You didn't come look for me. You guys are actually in the wrong here, not me. And it's like, well, you should have known to come home. Like, some days I come home and you're like, what are you doing home so early? Why aren't you still playing with your friends? You should play with your friends, go outside more. And then I go outside more. I was like, well, where were you? What are you doing? I was like, I can't win with you guys. Can't win with you guys. Anyway, you can win it in a minute if you spin it, spin it, spin it. Win it in a minute. Tail spin. But anyway, yeah, I'll send these over to Eric, and he'll send them out sometime next week. We got a Rambo. We got a Cheshire Mimic. And we got a Vampire Derpy Tater. But yeah, that's it. It's Friday. Everybody enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your day or your night. Whatever's going on. And enjoy doing your streams and or watching your streams. Whatever your jam is. Do that and enjoy doing that. And I don't know, if you want to see the random stuff that I make occasionally, you have a good time, UF. You have a good time, or else, I mean, anything's possible. Anything's possible. You don't get to go to work on Monday if you don't have a great time all weekend. How about that? How about that? I keep looking at the chat instead of the camera. Hey, Ryan. It's funny when somebody says words like, oh, hey, Ryan, like, wait. UF sucks. Does that F stand for Franklin by any chance? So I'm always just like when somebody says, hey, it's Ryan, by the way, like, oh, the Ryan that I know? Oh, perhaps. That's both what a chat troll would do, and it's also what Ryan would do, because you're, if you are that Ryan, then, oh, the sunglasses, oh, I'm arguing with emotes over here. It definitely has to be you. But if it's not, I don't know, and I don't care. Oh, man. Whether you're a Ryan I know or a Ryan that I'm not, have a great weekend. Remember in the chat there was that guy named Scott? All good times. All good times. All right, I think you've worn out all the time. Wait. Ryan is moving to the place where you live. Soon we'll have Franklin hang. That sounds true. I think that is the Ryan for sure. Yeah, anyway, does that guy have eyes? Because I'm going to eat his eyeballs. That's what I'm going to do? Is that how we're ending this? Me just threatening to eat things? Is that what we're...
All right, I think we've exhausted all of our nonsense and chicanery. Tune in next Friday. Perhaps we'll do this again, or maybe we won't, because I'm not your friend. I'm a skeleton man. I'm the bad guy. It's the villain era. I should have been more in this stream. The more that you think about it, yeah, He-Man.
All right, guys, that's enough imaginary characters. Everybody have a great weekend, and maybe I'll see my friend Ryan more. He's barely moving to town. Fully through it's always the end of the stream, like 16 people show up that are just like, hey, and I'm like, well, now I'm addicted to the attention. I need more of the little attention bits. Everybody have a great weekend. At Mr. Cartoons to see the nonsense that I've made. If you scroll back far enough, you'll see the logo that I made for Ryan's band, and and I don't know, maybe we'll do a project at some point if weather permitting, etc. Oh my God. Oh, let's put the stream ending thing on. Thinking about doing laundry. I don't want to do laundry, but I don't want to do laundry in the morning. I was just mumbling to myself. Where's Rachel Dawes? Where is she? Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.